Obviously, Coach Peabody not there anymore. Who's sort of picked up in his spot?
Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson been talking to me a lot. Him and Coach Aranda. I mean, it wasn't really, it was a little awkward at first when Coach Aranda started taking. He's not really just a talkative type through the phone. He'd rather talk in person. But I mean, him and Coach Johnson picked up and they started talking to me a lot and really just telling me a lot more that I need to know.
What is their big sell? I mean, they were the first team to offer you. What's their message now that it's almost signing day?
We need someone to, grab the attention away from Arden Key. I mean, can't have two guys to pick up on. They slide and protect it his way, so that means I'm gonna come free and just do what I do. I mean, they tell me a lot of things I need to know, and I just been trying to get more information on them, just not more about football and more about academics and the tradition of where I can come from and how the alumni set up.
You feel like that official visit will be big for you? I know you've been there a number of times, but in terms of seeing all that, is that a big weekend?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, because it's getting closer to decision day and signing day, so all of them are really big at this point.
What's up with Texas now? Kind of the same thing. What have they been telling you now that Coach Herman's on staff, and kind of what's their selling point?
I mean, when Coach Herman got there, I mean, it definitely added a boost, but that didn't really bring my interest towards Texas. I mean, I've been looking at them just for academics-wise, alumni, and I had a couple North Shore people that went there and they tell me about it. So it's just not really Coach Herman that put me on. But, I mean, I've been looking at Texas a lot, though.
Are you because you had Houston in the mix for a long time, too. Were you familiar with a lot of the guys that went from there over to Texas? Did you have that relationship, kind of?
Yeah, definitely with that. I mean, I fell in love with the coaching, the game plan. I mean, I know you can't really fall in love with the coaches, but you can't resist them guys. They're real cool. And then the game plan, how they set it up, as they had their conference on lock with their defense, and the way they did Louisville really brought attention to me and how they stopped that. So I definitely want to be a part of that defense.
How are they saying you could be used at Texas? How do they see you fitting into their scheme?
Excuse me?
How does Texas see you fitting into their scheme?
Just another stand-up DM, how Tyus Bowser was at their place at U of H. It's just really just standing up and holding the ground. I'm going to drop back every once in a while, but still getting to the pass is my best ability. In Big 12, they throw the ball a lot, so that's why I'm really going to get with it.
There's some buzz that Texas has obviously really come on strong. Is there a lead group, or are you keeping everything kind of open at this point?
Everything's open. I mean, what y'all hear in media, I haven't said anything yet. So, I mean, I'm looking at all schools heavily. Right now, you can't say that LSU and Texas are the leaders.
LSU is obviously the first to offer. Is that still kind of in your mind that they were the first to offer you before you played your varsity snaps?
Definitely that. I mean, it's especially with Coach O. I mean, he took a chance on me before. I mean, put my, like you said, first varsity snaps. So I definitely got to take that in consideration. The people that gave me a chance, he's the reason where I'm at right now. I honestly believe without that offer, I mean, I probably wouldn't be here and my name wouldn't be on the radar. So I really appreciate them for that.
What was your reaction when you found out that Coach Orgeron had gotten the job?
Hell yeah, I was real happy. I mean, when I seen it, I was like, this can't be true. So I looked on ESPN a lot more things, and then I screamed, and my mom was like, what are you screaming for? I was like, Coach O got the job. But I mean, that really just how they kept it in the family. It was a real cool relationship with him. I mean, even though he became a head coach, I can't really talk to him as much as I want to because it's a busy schedule. But he's a real cool guy, and I love him to death.
What about your